Philippines, a country that is full of natural resources and hard-working Filipinos. But despite of the fullness of natural resources and good Filipinos are the problems that are facing by each Filipino citizens. Poverty. Poverty is one of the most common problem of the Filipino citizens. Poverty is about not having enough money to meet their basic needs, like foods, clothes, and shelter. Several of the Filipinos did not get to eat 3 times a day as a regular meal. Some just eat twice a day because of the lack of money to be spent in their daily lives. There's something bothering my mind. Why most of the Filipinos are suffering from poverty? Why there is poverty in the Philippines? What are the causes of the poverty in our country? I have a childhood friend who is financially deprived. I am sad to see him nothing to eat. That sometimes I ask a favor to my mother to give him some food to eat so that I can help him, even for just a small thing. As we got in high school life, I observed that sometimes he got absent. That affects his performance and grades in school. So that I asked him, "Why did you get frequently absent in school?" And he answered me directly. Not to say that my parents have no money, but it is just not enough for us, for our family, for daily needs. I have also two little brothers that are also studying. There's such thing that is more important than my studies. Even though I go to school, how can I focus my study if I am suffering in hunger? As he answered me, I got silent and mad thinking, why should we suffer in poverty? According to the Asian Development Bank, the major causes of poverty includes low economic growth, weak agricultural sector, increased population rates, high volume of inequality, corruption, and lack of job opportunity. Because of these factors, there are a lot of effects of poverty that makes Filipinos suffer to live in such circumstances. Some of the effects of the poverty are inability to afford housing. Some of the Filipinos are unable to afford housing that makes them to live in squatter areas and became informal settlers that makes their life in danger. Malnutrition. Hunger is one of the most great impact of poverty. Many of the Filipinos cannot afford to buy foods to eat on their meal. Some Filipinos just survive for limited foods. Child labor. Parents cannot make enough money to be spent in their daily living. Children then will take out of school to find some job to help their parents to survive in daily lives. The worst effect of poverty is crime and thievery. Some of the Filipinos have nothing to do but to steal, rob, and make crime for their daily lives. They didn't think that their victims are also having difficulty in spending their money for their family. They just don't know what they're doing. Despite of the bad effects of poverty in the Philippines, there are a lot of ways to overcome the poverty in the Philippines. For me, to eradicate or lessen the poverty in the Philippines is through education. Even though the parents of the children have the difficulty in sustaining the studies of their children, but it is true that the children is our hope of our nation. We all know that Philippines has a wide agricultural lands, and only few of the Filipinos are doing farming because it is less profit. And it is a great idea if farming has a high salary for their hardship. I think in that small thing that I've shared to you can help other Filipinos who are financially deprived to lessen the poverty in the Philippines. That's all for this day. Thank you and good day to all of us. As a country, we should help each other in any race, in any gender, any people that are in need. At last, we will all reach the victorious and joyful life that is full of love of each Filipino citizen.